awesome? I'm Ava J and this is Bookish Pixie. So I recently got an email from a reader/viewer who... Hi! Do I have to kick you out of the room? So I recently got an email from a viewer/reader who was feeling discouraged because they'd had a lot of false starts over a long period of time where they would start writing and then lose inspiration or feel like the idea wasn't worth pursuing anymore. So the question was whether or not an author can ever find that perfect project and what I think they should do. So here we go. My very first book that I ever wrote, I was 150% sure it was the one. This was the book that was going to get me an agent and a book deal and sell 1 million copies, and this was going to be my breakout novel. But as things turned out, it was not the book that would get me an agent. Not even close. My second book I was also sure was going to be the one. And my third book, and definitely my fourth book. My fourth book especially, I even pulled out of the drawer years after I wrote it, and I rewrote it and worked on it really hard and sent it out to agents and... yeah, nothing. I'm gonna come back to that story, but first I want to say something else. In terms of ideas that you lose interest in while you're writing, I wouldn't force those. The way my first drafting process goes is I will sometimes plot out an entire book and start writing it and realize it wasn't meant to be because I lose interest in it really quickly. This is why I don't call a work in progress an actual work in progress until I've hit 10,000 words. Before that, I just consider them experiments, and if they work, great, and if not, that's okay too. I have actually in 2 instances gone past 10,000 words, and in fact I think in both instances I got over 20,000 words when I realized it wasn't going to happen because I got bored. Sometimes a story idea doesn't hold up to the test of actually writing it, and that's okay. It just means you either need to fix it to make it more interesting or work on something else. Usually when I hit that point, I just work on something else because I don't frequently feel inspired to continue the story at all. And that's just part of the process that I need to do to get to the stories that do stick. That said, when you have doubts about the idea, don't stop. The truth is, you are always going to have doubts about your book, regardless of what stage it's in, or how many books you've written, or how many books you've published, or how successful you are. I've even seen New York Times bestsellers talk about how they aren't sure about the next book idea they're working on. The point is, the doubts never go away, so don't let them stop you. Now, back to the story about the one. The best thing that I learned from writing and putting away 9 manuscripts before writing Beyond the Red is not to put the pressure of the one on any one manuscript. Before I was agented, I finally learned to look at my new manuscripts and say, maybe this will be the one, but maybe it won't be, and that's okay. Even now, when I think about new book ideas or work on new manuscripts, I think maybe this will go to my agent and maybe it won't. Because what I found was taking that pressure off of my manuscript and off of myself really freed up my writing. Suddenly it didn't matter if the idea was stupid, or if the characters did something I thought readers might not like, or if the writing was bad, because this manuscript was for me. Don't worry about anything when writing the first draft. Write poorly. Let the idea be stupid. Make mistakes. Take plot tangents. Give your characters ridiculous names. Whatever. This manuscript is for you. All of the weaknesses in your manuscript you can fix in revisions later. The number one most important thing, and the only thing you need to worry about in a first draft, is getting the story down. Because the truth is, you can't edit what isn't there. It's natural to be nervous and uncertain about your manuscript. Just don't let it stop you from writing. Keep writing, don't give up, and follow the ideas you love. So that's all I got for today. If you liked what you saw, don't forget to subscribe and comment, and I'll see you guys next week.